All right, there we go. We're blue now. Um, I'm putting this little addendum in at the beginning because, like, I don't know what we're in for here. I know that Casey went very pop with her EP Hughes earlier this year. But the thing with that one was I heard all of Hughes before it came out. So it's like, what's is this going to be the same kind of thing? Like very ambient, maybe just pop? I don't know. Let's get into it. Hello all, welcome back to Winter Does Stuff, where we react to some crazy stuff. Today we have Arryn Zech and their album Catharsis. Now Arryn Zech, as some of you may know, is the voice actress of, Black Swan, Honkai Star Rail fame. I believe she is set to be in either Zenless or Genshin soon. She is also the voice of Blake Belladonna in Ruby. She was a part of Rooster Teeth for a good amount of time. She left, I want to say it was like 2020, 2021 that she left and started doing, voice acting, as I kind of said there. And now she's done music. And apparently there's also like a 7 to 10 track album on the way too. Except for, I think she said either next year or 2027. So that's pretty exciting. I don't know what we're in for here. This is a 4-track EP called Catharsis. And I'm really interested to see what it holds. I love Arryn's tats that you can see in the image here. For those of you who don't know, Arryn's tattoos are fucking sick. Like very, very detailed stuff. Anyway, so I think we're just going to put these on. We are going to activate OBS, which should be right here. And we're going to listen to this thing. I forgot the track names. That is very irresponsible of me. I normally have them written down. But, very similar to how I'm kind of going blind with the feel of this thing, I'm just going to go in blind. I have no idea even what Arryn's singing voice sounds like, actually. I literally didn't listen to any of the previews because I wanted to be as kind of blind to this as possible. So, I mean, especially with like Casey, it's like I have a lot of experience hearing her vocals and her singing voice. So it's like with this, I have no idea what I'm getting into. So let's do it. Catharsis. By the way, this is a huge shift from, I just reacted to Lorna Shore's I Feel the Everblack album. So this is a wild tone shift.
Your darkened days, I did my best. Held your hand, head on your chest. Storms of your mind turned the tides. What once was yours, now is mine. Drown myself in things that make me know.
Ooh. Her tone is so much different than what I thought it would be, because knowing Arryn from like her voice acting stuff, her voice is very, I wouldn't say it's very low, but it's decently low. It's got this rich kind of bass inside of it. So hearing this, it's so light and it almost sounds fragile, but there is that sense of like control within it that's really, this is interesting, man. I did not expect this.
Held your hand, head on your chest. Storms of your mind turned the tides. What once was yours, now is mine. Drown myself in things that make me know.
I love these subtle harmonies here.
Hope that this time was the last one. I've come undone.
Whoa.
Help yourself.
Okay, is that the title? Help Yourself? This is interesting. It's weaving between this like pop, like ambient pop and pop rock style almost, because there's that very like dun 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 like guitar work. There's the snaps. It's very interesting. There's a lot going on. I'm gonna rewind this back again. I wanna feel this, because this is very interesting, and I know, again, like Arryn has like a 7 to 10 track album incoming. I don't know if she's confirmed what it is or not, but like, wow, Arryn's got some stories to tell, and I want to get a glimpse into what those stories are with this. This is so cool.
I did my best, held your hand, head on your chest. Storms of your mind turned the tides. What once was yours, now it's mine. Drown myself in things that make
I wasn't expecting these drums to be as pronounced as they are, but
hope that this time was the last one. I've come undone.
that bit right there,
Help yourself. Take whatever you need.
that almost sounds like Martini,
Help yourself.
like his
I'll be the one
like,
that bleeds.
style.
'Cause no one will notice. I only can't see. It hits the well, so why don't you help yourself? Your gentle sadness turned to rage. Mental games drive me in a cage. Did I lose you? Did I lack? Or is this the man behind the mask? So unsure if I survived the war. But you beg forgiveness. You said no more and you swore. Help yourself. Take whatever you need.
After this chorus, I'm gonna talk about something.
Help yourself. I'll be the one that bleeds. 'Cause no one will notice. I only can't see. It hits the well, so why don't you help yourself?
Okay, before we move on to anything else here, this is what I expected it to be conceptually. For those of you who don't know, Arryn has talked a lot about a relationship she had in the past. I don't think it was the one with Miles, because they stayed good friends after that relationship. I don't know if it was after that or before it, but it very much impacted Arryn's self-image and confidence, and it may... This is the really interesting part that a lot of people don't know about, but the reason... this is delving into something that is a very controversial thing that happened, and a lot of people got in a form of outrage for, which I don't understand. But one of the reasons, I mean the main reason why Arryn started her OnlyFans account, I don't know if I can actually say that on YouTube without getting like demonetized. I'm not a monetized channel. What the fuck am I saying there? Or like flagged. But the reason she started that was to get a glimpse of herself from an image where she can look in and gain confidence from there. It wasn't, the sexual self-gratification or just the money, and I mean, sure, it was partially for the money, but it's like there's a sense of gaining in confidence that came from that. And you can definitely notice it from before she started it up, outwardly in, posts on social media, in maybe a few interviews or talking segments on RT. And then after, towards now, where she's much brighter and much happier and much more confident in herself. And it's very interesting that we go into this after that has happened, because what I thought this was going to be, and what it seems to be, is looking back at that relationship that she had with whoever it was in a much clearer lens, and looking at it from the stance of, I'm a more complete person now than I was back then. So I'm going to allow myself to reflect on that and see what went wrong so that it doesn't happen again. Sorry about that tangent. I just love when artists do that, when there is such a road before the material releases that explains what the material is about and how to go forward after that material is done. I really like that. And yes, it is talking about a means of getting there that a lot of people view as like whoring yourself, or like, again, the sexual gratification. But it's like, it is so much more than that in this context specifically. Just wanted to get that out there. We're like 2 minutes in, and we're like 5 times that in our video. All right, let's keep going. Rewind about 10 seconds. These harmonies here.
Now that you left me, who am I right now? Now that you're gone, you tore me down, you drained me dry. After all those years of losing my mind, all I'm left with is white. Help yourself, take whatever you need.
Yep.
Help yourself, I'll be the one that bleeds. 'Cause nobody noticed what was left of me. You did so well, so why don't you help yourself?
Ooh, that guitar. Yeah, it's almost got this like rock sensibility, but it's softer. What a good first track. Ooh, and this piano too. This is so lovely. Just, it's such a good sound. Nice resolution there. Alright, track 2. Let's go.
Blue eyes lock with mine from across the room. Secret smiles, and I can't wait to be alone with you. You've got a smirk that could make diamonds melt. When you look at me, I feel things I never felt. At a party in the desert in the middle of September, skinny dipping in the pool. A champagne kiss tonight to be remembered. At a party in the desert, make diamonds melt. When you look at me, I feel things I never felt. At a party in the desert in the middle of September, skinny dipping in the pool.
Nice kind of feel set
A
here.
champagne kiss tonight to be remembered. Peter Parker acting a fool.
The flow of those lyrics is really good. Really well.
Embers start to lose my cool. Under street lights, alone together. Out here, there are no
I am having such a difficult time nailing down what the hell this genre is. This is so interesting. It's like, it's acoustic, but because of the elements of the pop and the production, which is insane, now I know why there was so much studio time for this thing. There's a lot of moving parts in this instrumental, in this soundscape. It's dare I say it's progressive? Progressive ambient pop? Is that the term? Is that what I'm looking for? Not only did I not expect a weirder style than Casey had, which is very much like bubble pop, but I definitely didn't expect it to be progressive. But that's what I'm getting here. This is so interesting, man. This is so awesome. Arryn, if you ever watch this video, I would love to sit down in this room and talk to you about this. Because this is so cool.
Follow me down the hall where nobody could see, whispering that you can't wait to be alone with me. You take my hand and I feel my knees going back in your room. We've lost all reason left to speak. Sleeping on the hallway, chandeliers glitter, windows draped in lace jewels. Your unexpected candy to my bitter. Who knew life could be so cruel? Entangled in the linens, heartbeats getting quicker, defenses start to undo. The walls are bathed in moonlight with nothing to consider. I'm living and lost with you.
All of this. So much happening. This choir-like vocals. Wow. This is so awesome.
I have a bad feeling about this. What are the odds of such a cosmic twist? I have a bad feeling about this, but I won't tell if you won't tell. One night of pure remiss.
This is so fucking cool. You just have to capture everything that's happening in the music. Nice outro, by the way. Wow, so that I like that. The first track was talking about like giving a retrospective, I guess, of like the effects of what happened. Like, where do I go from here? What do I do now that you're gone? This second track is talking about the moment the meeting happened. The first encounter, so to speak, like the smirk that could melt diamonds, and like losing yourselves in the passion of the room. Like when you go upstairs from the party. It's a very stereotypical scenario there, but it's one that happens a lot, so I don't doubt it that it is what happened. This is so... Oh, wow. I'm living for this. Like, this is so... There's so much happening. Like, from the vocals to the way that the piano rings out, the guitar work that is happening, and there's a bunch of, like, very ambient, very spacey kind of synth patterns that are very unnoticeably happening, but it just helps fill out that space that's around you as you, especially like with better headphones, like as you're listening, there's just all of this space, all of this texture that's around you, and I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, track 3. Let's go. Let's go, man. I love Eastern vibes.
Once upon a time, not so long ago, I met me a woman called Jerogamo. She pulled me in close with her voice down low and said, I'll ruin your life, gonna do it slow. I was cautioned, I was warned, she shifts shapes I could have sworn. But I thought me clever, and I thought I knew, but I never see coming what she's willing to do. She weaves a little web of contrived seduction to put into motion her cruel destruction. Savors the game of her own construction, and without a second thought snuffs out any obstruction. There are monsters among us, they look the same as you and me. So be careful who you trust, it may be too late to flee. Cause a big black dog may be loud, but a spider's venom's what sticks around. There's a smoke and a waft of the dead, but breathing on the...
Interesting. This is another... I don't know if this is what I should be taking away from this, but, I mean, Arryn has talked about her being very much a bisexual. Is this... No. This isn't a collection of songs about one relationship. It's about several. No? That... it was a case of like several relationships that tore away at like self-esteem and self-image, and that it's like it is the result of like, where do I go from here now that all of this has happened? That's interesting. I didn't think it was going to be multiple relationships, or maybe like it's either one of two things. It's either one from that viewpoint of like, this is like all the relationships that I've had that ended up bad, that, you know, made me into the person I am, or at least made me into the person I was, that made me seek getting better. Or this is the other option. This could be from the point of view of like the abuser, or like the person who led things to go wrong the way they did, of like telling other people about it, so that like telling like, this is someone you should stay away from, this bitch ruined me, or like that kind of a thing. Maybe I think it's one of those two. Let me know if I'm on track with either of those, audience, in the comments below. Put it in the comments. Yeah, all that bullshit. Anyway, let's keep going. This is so interesting.
A big black dog may be loud, but a spider's venom's what sticks around. There's a smoke and a waft of the dead, but breathing on lies I lost all my sense. A smirk on her lips and her eyes on my bow said, I'll make you the villain and no one will. I was advised, I was assured, at the end of it all, she'd have him secured. But I thought me loved, and I thought me safe, but I never see coming what she's willing to say. She'll twist up your mind, delude your intuition, any sign of weakness.
Wow, that literally just proved it for me. This is from the point of view of the other person, the one who was the toxic one, like telling everybody else that like, hey, this person, you should stay away from her. She's the bad one. She ruined me. I didn't do anything wrong here. It's that toxic. I gotta say, it's the toxic masculinity. It's, man, wow. I didn't expect it to go that route. It's really interesting when there's a concept EP. I mean, this isn't really a concept EP, but it kind of is. Like, it revolves around the concept of a real life situation. I really like it when it kind of flips the script on you and makes you at least take in the point of view of the one who is in the negative. That's something I'm doing in my original music, the Unwoken Seasons trilogy. For those of you who are interested in my stuff, go to Reminiscent Industries, my music channel. It's cool over there. Anyway, let's keep going.
This is ammunition, posting in private of our acquisitions, never once in our lives showing signs of contrition. There are monsters among us, the same as you and me. So be careful who you trust, it may be too late to flee. 'Cause a big black dog may be loud, but a spider's bound what sticks around.
That choral vocal again. Nice.
There are monsters among
The twinkling.
us, they look the same as you and me. So be careful who you trust, it may be too late to flee. 'Cause a big black dog may be loud, but a spider's venom's what sticks around. There are monsters among us, they look the same as you and me. So be careful who you trust, it may be too late to flee. 'Cause a big black dog may be loud, but a spider's venom's what sticks around.
Wow.
'Cause a big black dog may be loud, but a spider's venom's what sticks around.
Well done. Well done track there. That had me like teetering on the edge of the ideas for a bit. Track 4, I believe this is our final one. Ooh.
Been sitting on the floor by the window for a while.
I really like the way the city looks.
The
Decaf
vibes.
coffee in my hand, 'cause my heart's a bit fragile.
Took a while to get here.
Watching the
I like those little vocal
sunrise over
interludes.
this city I used to love. Why did no one tell me this is
Ooh.
how love's supposed to go?
Took way too long to get here.
Yeah.
My love before had been quite difficult. Then you came along so magnificent. I honestly shouldn't be this surprised that someone to me could be so nice. You say you're a little bit sweet on me, and I say that you're kind of swell. Saying goodbye to you so quickly was the worst thing to happen at the Sunset Tower Hotel.
Whoa. 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 That saying goodbye to you was the worst thing that could happen at the Sunset by the hotel. I need it. Whoa. Wow. That blows part of the narrative kind of wide open for me. It wasn't. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe it was or it wasn't, but it's less of. Like, the breakup itself was probably. Like, it was definitely a factor, the breakup itself, the burst of emotions. But it's more of, like, the situation that it was in. Like, I'm getting the fact that, like, there was a lot of preparation. It was, like, maybe a big kind of event between whoever the parties were here, and it's like everything just came all crashing down at that moment in time. Wow. And it, again, was less of the relationship itself that was broken. It was more that the preparation for it was so great that the stress was built and there was so much happening. So interesting.
Happened at the Sunset Tower Hotel.
Wow.
You wrap me in your arms when we get home from the bar.
I feel safe with you here.
You look at me in my eyes, say I want you just as you are.
Like I can finally breathe.
In our own little world, sitting high above the chimney tops, hoping to myself that this feeling never stops.
Like I can finally just be me.
Talking shit and smiling is easy. Cheeks so flush, we're laughing freely. The truffle fries we left on the dresser. I could stay like this for forever. You say you're a little bit sweet on me, and I say that you're kinda swell. Saying goodbye to you so quickly was the worst thing to happen at the Sunset Tower Hotel. A kiss on the forehead and sneak out the door. Odd you for now till I see you once more.
What a way to...
You say you're a little bit
Never
sweet
mind.
on me, and I say that you're kinda swell. Saying goodbye to you so quickly was the worst thing to happen at the Sunset Tower Hotel.
Okay. Wow. Wow. That was cool. Interesting interesting little dive into the psyche of good old Arryn. That was good. I think my favorite track was tracks 3 and 4. I do think that, like, again, all the tracks were good. I just think that 3 and 4 just held a different kind of psychology behind them that the first two didn't. Like, the first two are your introductions into this kind of scenario that this EP is talking about. But the other two kind of flip the script on things a little bit more and, you know, twist the complexity. So I really like that. Overall, I think this was very nice. Yeah, I think like ambient progressive pop is the best way to describe it because it is very different than you'd hear. Like, especially in track 3, there's a kind of an Eastern vibe with the way the instrumental flows. With track 2, it had those really cool lyric flow switches that you really don't see anywhere else. This was really good. This was really, really good. Okay, I think that is going to be about it from me. I've been Winter of Winter Does Stuff, and we have reacted to Arryn Zech's debut solo EP, Catharsis. If you want to see more, leave likes, leave comments, all that happy jazz. Arryn, if you're in the comments, I would love to talk to you more about this. That's about it from me. Peace. In due time.